As the Rugby Championship heads towards its final round of fixtures, all four sides still have a realistic chance of becoming Rugby Championship winners. Today, the Pumas and the Springboks go one step further and look to stake their claim as favourites heading into those final two matches. What's going on, everyone, and welcome back along to your home of rugby and the Rugby Championship, where the Argentinians take on the South Africans here in the final match of round number 5. There is the return fixture of this game and, of course, the Bledisloe Cup match earlier in the week that we saw the All Blacks take a narrow victory in. That match will be coming away as well in a week or so's time. But today, we get to see which of these two sides put themselves up there with the All Blacks in that box seat to win the Rugby Championship. Of course, it's not all over yet for the Wallabies and the Pumas or the Springboks if either of these sides lose tonight's matchup. Having a look at the lineups for tonight's game, or even today's game, it is a beautifully sunny afternoon here in Argentina for this fixture. There is a lot of changes in this Pumas side. Having looked at their forward pack, there is no more than 4 changes going through this big pack. Tete Chaparro comes in at loose head and he partners in that front row. Eduardo Bello, 2 changes there with the captain, Julian Montoya, keeping his spot in that number 2 jumper. More changes in the second row. Matthias Elimano comes in to partner Mr. Yellow Card Lavanini. And in the back row, the ever impressive Juan Martin Gonzalez comes in back to number 6 to partner Clemmer and Matera along that back row. We can talk about the Springboks pack because there's not much to really go on here. It's the same pack. And let's be honest, it's the same 15 that went to battle last time against the Wallabies not too long ago. Now we look to the back lines. There's plenty of changes here. Another 3 for the Pumas. Gonzalo Bruchino returns back to scrum half, replacing Thomas Cabelli and partnering up with Santiago Carreras yet again. On the left wing, Lucio Cintiluna comes back into the side, and he'll got a new friend outside him with Geronimo De La Fuente returning back to that midfield. The experienced inside centre looking to shore up what was an exciting but ultimately not good enough midfield performance a couple of weeks ago. The rest of the back line remains the same. Matthias Orlando moves from 12 to 13, but still in the starting lineup, Emiliano Buffelli on the right wing, and of course the impressive Juan Cruz Malia at fullback. For the Springboks, yes, it is a good-looking backline yet again, but how much of it will be getting out to the likes of their very exciting Cannon Moody and the King, Marcazola Mipimpi. Hendrickson, Willemse with work to do on the halves as per always, but look out for plenty of crashing balls from Damien Delende and Jesse Creel. What can they do with that ball, and how much will this man see? He's an exciting machine, and we want to see more out of him as well. Having a look at the 2 benches, and we will see these 2 groups of players have a big impact as this match wears on. Definitely 2 very good scrum halves in Cabelli and de Klerk to go head-to-head. And look at that second row, back row replacements. Lowen Smith for the Springboks, Bruni and Petty for the Pumas. That is absolute stack full of talent in the 15s and also the 23. So let's see how these 2 teams go about it. It's great weather for rugby, so let's enjoy the spectacle today. Well, you couldn't get much better conditions for rugby here this afternoon as the Springboks in the green and white, of course, take on the Pumas in the blue and white hoops. We are underway, final game of round 5 of the Rugby Championship, and it's taken down Eduardo Bello for the Argentinians. First ruck of the game, and it looks like it'll be an early turnover here. Big play, Mahola gets it away, and the 2 front rows combine nicely. Stephen Kitchoff takes them on the ground just outside the 22. Early chance here. Hendrickson, nice little ball offline there to Landy. First of many crash balls we'll see from him tonight as well. Hendrickson once more, around the corner, Mahola getting involved in the action for the second time tonight, already in 3 phases. Waits for Marks, goes short. Khaleesi, this is a little exciting. Here is Moody. Early touch there for the youngster. He saw a couple of half tackles as well for his efforts. Here's Willemse. Well, he's gone very deep here. To the side, there's a big shot. Willemse down in a heap. And the referee calls that a big no-arms high tackle as well. And the first opportunity of points here comes the way of the Springboks. And it was a very bizarre play from this man as well. Philipson took it deep. Looked like he wanted to kick. It just ran around in circles. Here's a shot at goal, first of the night. And that is the first parlour of the night as well. Great kick from Danny Philipson. And the Springboks go up 3 points to 0 over the Pumas after just a few moments of the game. Not the start they were after there, Argentina losing it in the first ruck. They've got a lot of work to do to get back into this game now. Not only on the scoreboard, 3-0 down, but they've been shut out early possession. Not going their way at all as the Springboks continue on that early domination. Hendricks with a nothing kick, and it goes straight down to Blair. There's still a little turnaround play there, and Canela opens it up here for De La Fuente. Oh, he looked on the outside. Matthias Orlando was there. Jesse Creel holds out the coat hanger. First yellow card of the day, and Jesse Creel off to the bin. Kalixi wants an explanation, but in the meantime, Emiliano Buffelli will surely line up an instant reply. And just like that, how quickly one mistake, one bad kick led by a defensive error can cost your team what is becoming a very good 3 points here. Emiliano Buffelli does not disappoint off the tee. And we are locked up at 3-3. The Pumas hardly had the ball, but somehow find themselves on the scoreboard thanks to some ill discipline, and now, even better for them, a man up in the back line. Philipson gets us back underway deep this time, not looking for any sort of return on that one. And as Montoya takes it down, there's a big breakaway from Matera. Look to the outside, he can link up. Oh, he does! Brilliant pass to Lucio Cinti. But the man just ran out of space. The blue boots are ready to go. But Matera, great run from the number 8. Marks throws in to the back, it goes. Starts the man, and that is what you get, having that extra depth in the back row for the line out. The set piece, but the Pumas wrap him up very quickly. Turn around for Milimano, and Cornelis has his stab. Back on the angle. Keep it short, they keep it tight. Kramer gets a bit of a hospital pass there from Bochino. Oh, there's another swinging arm. This time comes to lay this up. You might want to see a replay of that. The less of those we see, the better as this game wears on. 20 minutes in. A little bit out of the range, unsurprisingly. 65 odd metres. That is a huge kick, and it's not found touch. That is a massive error there from Buffelli. And Luntiaga just managed to keep it into the field of play. Here he is again, Diaga. Oh, Mooney! What a busting run from the youngster. Kicks it across field. Malcolm Marks needs to chase. Where's Mapimpi? We get Marks. What a pass! Cincy, infield he goes. Orlando. Inside their own 22, the Pumas. In trouble.
Advantage.
They're keeping hold. Oh, they were. They had a bit of room. Hendricks numbers out here. Drop goal from Philipson. Just short. 1 or 2 metres from their own line here. Bruchino, wobbly old kick away. Villaroo gets it, all flows to Marks. Back in Boston it goes. Now Delendi.
Release.
20 metres from the Pumas line. Hendricks Mahalba. Wide pass to Marcus Zola. Mapimpi. And the finisher. Dots down the left side. First try of the night. Goes to the king. And that was clinical counter-hit rugby from the Springboks. Well, they hit it up through the middle, but they kept it alive. And that is what matters the most. Wide passing. Mahalba doing a great job. And Mapimpi, clinical finisher. But it was all a bit of a mess. The Pumas needed to settle it down and just get a safe kick away into touch. They couldn't manage to do it. Now they concede 7. And they were a man up as well. Jesse Creel in the bin. And in that meantime, Marcus Mapimpi has grabbed the goal-ahead try that puts the Springboks in the lead. 10 points to 3. We're half an hour in. Looking towards half-time. A killer blow there from the Springboks in this first half. Short kick to Marks. He shrugs away the first and takes on the second. Hendrickson picks up, kicks. That's a bit of kick here from the scrum half. short little offload from his fullback. Pick and go Matera. Round the corner. Finds it
Release.
to Gonzalez. Brochino keeps it short side. That's a great in and out there. What an offload. Matera's away again. Now he's got to find Malia. Oh, he can't do it. One close Malia was there. It's turned over. And the Springboks bust back into the Pumas half. Kicked the head from Hendrickson. Nothing really on there. Malia gets it. Takes on the chase. Oh, that's an entry. Impressive fullback. One close Malia is going to be leaving the field. Neck injury. And Dapleta will come on to replace him. Will we maybe see a recheck in this back line? Like some maybe Buffelli to 15.
Crouch.
Orlando.
Bind.
Fuente moving out one to allow a Karenas and Dapleta sort of 10-12 combination. We'll see how this one flies out. Matera has it at the back of the scrum following the injury. Brochino just drills this one down the sideline. It takes a chunk of territory with it up towards that halfway line, just over the 40. And this is last chance now for Marks and his big South African forward pack to get something out of the first half. These are at the back, finds a nice hit of Vimsa who steps away one or. There were so many Springboks to the left. Matthias Orlando may have just saved another 7-pointer for the sake of conceding 3. As professional a foul as you'll ever see, but it may have just saved his team conceding another 4. Williamson's starting to get those feet going. Confidence will wreak out once more as he drills another 3 points. 13 points to 3 as we head to half time. It is the Springboks in control of this one at the break. The Pumas certainly showing they've got the ability to break this game up. We've seen Honda Matera a couple of times make big inroad breaks as well. As I said, Brochino, Karenas as well, doing well. Cincy down the left, definitely got the abilities, but less ball, 40% of possession, 25% of territory, has certainly kept the Pumas out of this game. The yellow card period, that is where the one try came from. And the team conceding it actually got the try. Line breaks are tight, both teams wanting to attack out there in these beautiful sunny conditions. But at the moment, it is only a bit of a counter-break try for Marcus Olomapimpi. That separates these two sides at the break as we get things quickly back underway. Buffelli kicks off towards the 22. Here is Delendi. Pick and go there from the inside centre. Mostert waits in the back. Hits it up down the short side. Maybe loses a metre or 2. And for it now is evidence of it years ago as well. Dash short side, they open it up to Vinny LaRue. Straight up the middle he goes. Paletta and Buffelli carve it off. It's hit the crossbar. Oh, LaRue was right there. What a try that could have been for Vinny LaRue. Buffelli gets it away. A stroke of luck by the Argentinian winger. Vinny LaRue. Wow, what precision on the kick. To the back they go. That's a big turnover for the Pumas. Now, here's Buffelli once more. Puts it onto the boot. Looks for that territory gain. Well, Vinny LaRue always done a massive mistake there. I was about to say he's done a miraculous job because he caught it inside the field of play. Looked like he kept his balance, but then it all come unstuck. He goes to the touch, and the Pumas turn a bit of a problem inside their 22 into a great opportunity inside the Springboks, but now it all goes to Ace. Shaparo has knocked that ball on. A little bit fancy there from their own set piece, the Pumas. They want to keep things a little bit more simpler in future. Popped it back to the big loose head prop, and he was eyeing up Marcus Olomapimpi for a freight train run.
Set.
But it didn't come off. The other Springboks have the scrum feed. Hendrickson feeds. And it's at the back. Beats up. Sits it up. Dixon waiting. Now he gets it away to Williamson. Mapimpi around the corner. Coming off his wing and driving through the midfield. Gets a big kick away. That is massive from Mapimpi. And Delendi will get it on the bounce. Paletta going the wrong way. Massive mistake for the replacement. Mostert, brilliant pass. Vinny LaRue. Where did he come from? Mooney got his little offload perfectly in play. And Hendricks again. What's out Billy LaRue? He's going back to the short side. The play comes back towards that way as well. Look at Billy LaRue's action as Hendrickson knocks it on. That is a big error as the Pumas look to play the advantage. Switch of play. My goodness, players are in motion absolutely everywhere in this one. Birchenow with a terrible little play. Turned around the corner. Now they hit it up for Gonzalez. Turned over, but is it not still advantage? Up it goes from a Pimpy. I'm not sure what's going on. The ref let that go far too long.
Crouch.
The Pimpy got that ball and put it high. And we saw an advantage to Argentina. Unbelievable refereeing here tonight so far. Birchenow feeds as this game has gone up a gear. Both sides now starting to lift. Canetas goes out to Orlando. Looks for it up and then it goes back to Del Fuente. Great pass, the forward Del. And Emano Bello hit it up through the middle. Looked good but didn't make much ground. Matera, great pass. Now, De La Fuente needs a friend of four. Can't get away from the chase. The Pimpy drags him down eventually. Polito once more. Matera! Oh, what a bust and what a pass! Orlando! Can he finish? He does! Here it goes! Boffelli the try! And Argentina get an absolute cracker to put them back in the game! Oh! If you've seen great tries in your time, add this one to the list. And add it all to one. Pablo Matera! What a bust! Drawing in three defenders. Orlando took out Billy LaRue. Great offload. Got up a to right there in support as well. A heavy influence since coming on from Malia earlier in the match. But wow, that was special from the Pumas. To convert his own try, Boffelli adds the extra two. We've got a game on our hands here, folks. Do not go anywhere. This one's going to the wire. 14 minutes remain, 3 points is the difference. Do Argentina have another trick up their sleeve? Can they push the Springboks out of this game? Keep hold of the ball. Don't do anything silly. Simple passes. Don't lose it in the breakdown like that. That is terrible rugby for the Pumas. After such good work, got them in a position. Must start running that one up. Here's Kitchell out by Samudi. Here's the pace. 1-on-1 for the corner. Polito wins. 1-0. The replacement fullback. Just gets over in the nick of time. Cannon Moody really pinned the ears back and tried to beat him to that corner flag. Defensive line out here for the Pumas. And Canetas does well. Takes that straight off the top of the line out and drills it up as far as he can get it. Emiliano Boffelli gives the nod of approval. He knows his team still have work to do. They've upset the line out of the Springboks a couple of times here, Argentina. Let's see if they do it again. Marks the throw. Oh, just about out of the grasp. Oh, that's the Beth. Fired out to Jesse Crew on the back line. Oh, you saw Willemser on the shoulder. It was right there to be done, but they could not quite
releasing.
Penalty Argentina, though. Hendricks there. Not to be denied. That was a terrible run. And he wanted another touch. He wanted another play. Oh, it's a tap from Boffelli. And there's Rome as well. De La Fuente, look out for Orlando. Oh, he just couldn't link up the pass. Forwards are there slow. Birchenow, Orlando. They're opening up here. Canetas, great ball. Claimer looking for friends. Doesn't get them for the pass, but recycled ball is there. Montoya turns around the corner. Now, Alimano looks out wide. Boffelli looking for one. Oh, that's high. That's high with a minute to play. Catch off. Maybe, just maybe, saving the Springboks plushes. Well, you don't go for 3, do you? You tap it. Oh, they're going for 3. Does the draw help? Does it really? I'm not sure it does. Are they hoping to get a restart? Because they won't! Boffelli nails it! It's a draw! And it's a draw! Now we've got to work out who's happier out of this result. The crowd are cheering and booing at the same time. I don't know what's good here, and neither do the fans. It's 13 all. One one try apiece. Buffelli and Mapimpi, both wingers scoring the tries. Buffelli, of course, one conversion and a penalty goal. He clean sweep the scoreboard for the Pumas. Willemse now his conversion as well, and those two penalty goals, making it 13 points apiece. What a bizarre matchup. Great conditions, great rugby, but didn't quite get that decisive play at the end. The yellow card helped the Springboks, both sides making 5 line breaks. I mean, you couldn't really separate these two sides, aside from the fact that the Springboks shut the Pumas out of this game early, and that just delayed their start when they looked much the better side in the second 40 minutes, the Argentinians. But enough was done by the Springboks to stifle their style. In the end, a draw helps no one really, and if anything, this just cements the All Blacks now as certain favourites to take out the Rugby Championship. It's going to take a big final weekend of results, especially for either the Springboks or the Pumas to come back from that. They're going to need a lot of help from the Wallabies. We have to stay here, to stay tuned and find out what happens that final weekend. We can see what Rugby Challenge 4 thinks is going to happen yet again. Until then though, thanks for tuning in and watching as per always. You guys are awesome, and I will see you all next time for plenty more. Until then though, take care.